Hey there, this is David on the Vlog Adventure in the Shetland Islands. We're here in Lerwick, near the museum, where we'll see all about the history of Shetland. Today we're supposed to take a boat trip off the Isle of Nos, but the water, as you can see, is mighty choppy out there, and we had to postpone that trip, and hopefully we'll be able to go on Friday. But we got other adventures we're going to do today. Come join the adventure. Our first stop is the Shetland Museum and Archives, located at Hayesdock in Lerwick. The museum displays galleries between two floors. The ground floor concentrates on the history of Shetland from the beginning until 1800, from environmental, geological, and geographical factors, early settlers in the islands through their early agricultural, fishing, early boats, and the rich folklore of Shetland. The first floor gallery space brings the story of Shetland up to date with exhibits from the last 200 years. The museum displayed everyday life during the 1700s of the Shetlanders, including their living conditions, their clothing, and how they lived each day. Note the cattle horns. These are unique to Shetland. And of course, there were several displays of the Viking past and displays of the mast for their ships. This is a Viking tombstone. After our trip to the museum, we proceeded to the Lodberrie. It's the most photographed building in Shetland. If you're one of Jimmy Perez's fans, you will recognize the iconic scene. And for those of you who don't know Jimmy yet, he is a detective inspector from Anne Clee's drama Shetland that has become a worldwide sensation. The word Lodberrie derives from the Old Norse Hladberg, a land rock, but in the lyric context it is applied to a stone store built out into the sea, which goods could be directly transferred to or from vessels and boats. Lodberries had another purpose too, namely to facilitate the covert practice of smuggling Dutch gin, tobacco, and tea. We later wandered among the massive walls of Fort Charlotte, an artillery fort built to protect the Sound of Brae from the Dutch. During the 1660s, a second fort was built on the site, but the Dutch burned it to the ground. The fort was re-established a century later during the War of American Independence in 1781. It was named Fort Charlotte in honor of George III's wife, Queen Charlotte. Fort Charlotte never saw any hostile action, and not one of its many guns was ever fired in anger. We are off to our next place to stay in northern Shetland, in Brae. Wow, look at this charming old building. Busta House was built originally in the 16th century and has been converted into this beautiful hotel. The setting is absolutely breathtaking, surrounded by rolling hills and overlooking the mesmerizing coastline. Let's head inside and see what awaits for us. One of the many surprises at the Busta House was this unusual bathtub/shower. You had to be an Olympic jumper to get in and out. Well, we made our way up to Brae, Shetland, and we're at the Busta House. Our place will be for the next 4 nights. We're really looking forward to it. It's cold, it's windy, and it's rainy. So we're hoping to have a good time, an adventure to the northeast and the northwest. We'll be going to Shanus, the cliffs, and then to the northwest we're going up to Uts. Come join the adventure. During one of our meals, we got word that the North Mavine Fiddle and Accordion Club plays up at the Hillswick Hall. With a short ride up north, we found this hall in the middle of nowhere with many surprises. Thanks for joining. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to follow our incredible Scottish journey. Please post your comments below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time.